So we had another question from our community about how to create some nice colour swatches or palettes for Procreate. So we decided to do this short tutorial just to show you a little bit about how colours work in Procreate and how you can go about building up your own palette. So here we are in the Procreate app, and in the top right is where we find our colour menu. You can use different ways of navigating colours. And here's the list of the palettes. So we're looking to create a palette. But before I do that, I want to just use this harmony view to explain a little bit about colour theory. So the specific question we had in our community was about colours within the same sort of range of colours. So I've picked this kind of blue colour here. And when we have colours that are in the same sort of range, that's what we call an analogous colour scheme. So we're picking colours that are close to the target colour on the colour wheel. That's opposed to, for example, complementary colours, where you're looking at colours opposite each other in the colour wheel. And the analogous colour scheme allows us to have colours that work well together and they don't have much contrast, so you get a sense of kind of calm when you use related colours together. Now there's a great trick in Procreate for being able to create your own palettes. If you go into the palette menu, you can choose the plus icon here and you have different options. You can choose to create your own palette and custom build your own colours and put them together. You can import from a camera, import from a file, or select from your photos. I'm going to choose new from file, where I've got an image that I found on Google of colours that were in an analogous colour scheme. I like the look of this swatch and I think I want to use something like that in Procreate. So I'm going to select on that file, and what Procreate does is it automatically pulls together a palette using those colours, but you can see it's also kind of filled in the blanks and given us some options that will work well together in quite a nice colour scheme that works well. And it's introduced some contrasting colours you'll see down the bottom here as well. So just a nice little trick for being able to quickly and easily create palettes based on photos or images where you like the colour scheme, and you can just import them straight into Procreate, and then you've got a palette you can reuse for your projects. So if you're doing some work for your company or a client and you want to use their colour scheme, you can simply get some information or materials that have the brand colours on there, take a photo, import it straight into Procreate, and Procreate will create a nice colour palette based on that for you. I hope you found that useful.